Welcome to our Energy Connect studio at EGYPS 2023. I'm delighted to have sitting next to me Ramez Refaat, Middle East Geoscience Manager, CGG, and Hesham Hendy, Egypt Exploration General Manager, BP. Thank you both for coming down to the Energy Connect studio today.
Hey, more than welcome.
Thank you, Julian.
Pleasure to be here.
Now, Ramez, I want to start with you first. CGG has been a key industry player for over 90 years now. What is your history in Egypt? I want to learn more about it.
Thank you, Julian. It's a great pleasure to be here in Egypt today. Yes, indeed. CG is a global geoscience and technology company. We've been in the industry for more than 90 years, supporting our clients in the oil and gas operations. And we're now even expanding and extending our high-end technology and expertise also for the energy transition, such as CCUS, mineral mining, and geothermal. For Egypt, we have a long-lasting operations, I would say, for more than 35 years. I'm personally very proud to have started my career here in CG Egypt around 20 years ago with several positions in other countries, and now I'm leading the geoscience activity in the Middle East. I have to say, the Middle East and CGG, for CG and Egypt, are strategically quite important. We've been working very closely with our client, and we have local expertise and geological understanding of the challenges here in Egypt for so many years. And we've been working closely with key strategic partners such as BP here in Egypt for many years, and working closely together.
Great, Ramez. That's really good to hear. And just one more thing I wanted to ask. How is CGG supporting clients with their subsurface challenges in Egypt and the wider region?
That's a very good question, Julian. The Middle East region and Egypt, they are very unique and have a very, I'd say, challenging set of geological settings that are quite difficult to handle for seismic imaging perspective. I would say for operators or for our companies who are trying to expand their drilling activities, they would like to de-risk their operations from a technical perspective, from health and safety, from carbon emissions. And we believe with CGG, with high-end technology and HPC capability, we can help the companies to have detailed images of the subsurface, very high-end quality images that can help to de-risk their operations and hopefully reduce the cost. So simply in a nutshell, hopefully to avoid having dry wells, for example, and also to expand the potential of the reservoirs, and working closely with the client to understand their problems and to deliver for them technical solutions to handle their most difficult, complex problems.
Okay, thanks, Ramez. And Hesham, I really want to bring you in here now. See, one of the clients is CGG, but how important is seismic for BP for reverse renewal?
The beauty about this question, it does bring us to the basics. Simple geology, shallow prospects have been drilled several decades ago. What we left now with is a complex geology, deep stratigraphy, deep water, ultra deep water. Therefore, indeed, seismic technology is seen more and more as a key lever to avoid dry holes and subcommercial wells. And this is mainly driven by improving in the seismic data quality we see from both sides, data acquisition and processing from both angles. In the data acquisition, we see now the multi-azimuth of streamers, we see now the ocean bottom nodes, the OBN technology, and it goes hand in hand with improved processing workflows like the FWI techniques, for example, and the big machine that can handle huge amount of data in a short span of time. Plus, nowadays, we've got the artificial intelligence even integrated into the tool and the workflows of the processing. Normally, we see this in cycles, a wave of seismic acquisition followed by improvement in seismic processing with better physics. There is no shade of a doubt about that. And with a company like CGG, which is great company for investing in technology and science. Having said that, there's a financial aspect into this because improvement in the seismic data quality the cost has to be in line with that improvement and with the business decisions that they support. Without that, there will be a barrier to improve. I can give an example, for instance, the ocean bottom nodes, which mainly been used for development and production phases. But nowadays, because as I said before, that we're going into complex, expensive drilling, people want to invest in seismic and ocean bottom nodes. So with further development like autonomous, for instance, vessel or autonomous nodes, the cost will go down, the technology will go high, and simply we would like to de-risk the prospects before the very expensive drill bits.
Yes, and I want to get you in here, Ramez, then, on what you see as the sort of latest advances in seismic technology that will really make an impact in this region.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And to continue on what Hesham have said, to be honest, technology is in the DNA of CGG. We've been investing for decades in technology development and continue to invest in order to provide high-end technical solutions to help our clients de-risk their operations and to reduce the cycle time as well. So, and also for Egypt and the Middle East, we have been adapting the technology and considering the unique challenges I mentioned earlier. We're talking about, for example, the Mediterranean, the Nile Delta, the Western Desert, the Red Sea, the Gulf of Suez. So all these areas have unique challenges that require unique technologies that can deliver high-end technology solutions. One key technology area which Hesham have touched on is the FWI or full waveform inversion, and I believe this technology have made a breakthrough for imaging complex structures all over the world, and this is a technology that I think is very vital for imaging the complex geological settings we have here in Egypt. If we take, for example, the Messinian formation and the sub-Messinian targets that we aim to image in the Mediterranean Nile Delta, the FWI can deliver high-end images and help our clients to delineate all the deep targets. This is a technology, as Hesham touched on, it's a technology we've been using extensively with BP in many parts of the world, for the Gulf of Mexico, for the North Sea, for the Caspian Sea, and it provided beautiful image, high quality resolution that helped to image the subsurface in a much better clarity, unprecedented imaging that was never seen before. The ocean bottom seismic is the next step, especially for complex areas. And when we combine the OBS acquisition, thanks to the high fall, to the full azimuth, the rich low frequency, when we combine that with high-end technology for imaging and processing and velocity model building, we can achieve an image of the subsurface that can help our clients de-risk their operations in a much better way. And we have a long history with BP, especially for OBS processing all over the world. And we're really quite excited to work closely with BP now on the first ever OBN acquired in the Nile Delta over the Atoll field.
Fascinating stuff there, Ramez. And actually, I just want to bring you in here, Hesham. You know, what is the driver for BP bringing in new seismic technology in Egypt for the Atoll North field, as we just heard?
Actually, Atoll area and Atoll field is a great manifestation of what I alluded to earlier, which is that now several geological challenges in the Atoll field and Atoll area. The geological complexities start at the shallow section with very heavily faulted section. And below that, it is a heavily variable Messinian evaporitic sections, which not only change in thickness laterally, but change in velocities laterally, which make a barrier for the trace imaging below. And below all of that comes the Atoll field, which was turbiditic channels draping over highs and four-way dip closures. The issue here that this complexity, even with the multi-azimuths, even with the multi-azimuth processing, which, by the way, it is kind of a niche in the acquisition and in the processing world, cannot unlock the true potential of the atoll field and the near field exploration opportunities in the atoll area. And therefore that we made the decision to do a bespoke OBN survey, ocean bottom node survey. And by the way, this is the first one to be conducted in the Mediterranean offshore of Egypt. And I'm hoping that this will be the start of many to come. As when it comes to our relationship with CGG, we work together in many basins in the world. And in BP, we knew that the OBN will bring a much superior imaging than the total streamer seismic data. But in order to get the best quality, we were very pleased that CGG win the processing contracts, because we work together in many parts of the world and we apply this technology in many parts of the world, like the Gulf, like the North Sea. Both companies, BP and CGG, have a strong track record for delivering better imaging. And simply why? Because we do believe in science, we do believe in improving in technology. And surely, like Ramez said, that FWI is a way to go for especially the velocity build-up in that complex environment. Having said that, we have high expectation. As I said, this is the first. It's a bespoke, comes at not a cheap cost, but at cost that fits the business model of atoll. It is a survey not to unlock the true potential of the field, but also to shed light on the near field exploration, or in BP, we call it infrastructure-led exploration opportunities. And we do believe that this is a way to go to unlock the true potential of the Mediterranean. Therefore, that we have very high expectation on delivering an exceptional data for an exceptional field. And with CGG, I'm surely that we can achieve that goal together.
Great, Hesham. Well, we'll look forward to seeing the results. But very exciting to hear about this first, implementation of this technology, this bespoke technology. So I just want to thank you both for coming down and talking to me about this. And I think everyone's interested to hear. And I can see you guys have a great relationship. And all the best.
No, thank you so much
Thank you
for
very
us.
much. Pleasure to be here.